Okay, I have just been asked a question. And that question was, Paul, what's the difference between a site manager and a project manager? Now, to put it into basic layman terms, one is higher than the other in terms of rank structure, if you wanted to look at it that way. So I liken this to a restaurant owner. So a guy that owns a restaurant owner is going to plan things like a business plan for that restaurant. He will look at number of tables, number of covers, how many people he wants in that restaurant. He'll look at turnover. He'll look at ordering food, what type of linen, what type of cutlery that he's going to be having in that restaurant. What does the menu look like? But the chef in the kitchen, the chef wants to deliver. He'll worry about what time the potatoes have got to go in and how much sauce he's got to make. And that relationship, I liken that very similarly to project manager stroke site manager. Obviously, the project manager being the restaurant owner and the site manager being the chef. Now, when the project manager plans out a project in full, he will be looking at things like the program. So the overarching program to deliver that whole project, no matter the size. You'll look at cash flow. You'll look at forecasting. He'll look at build costs. He'll look at planning specification. He'll look at planning materials and deliveries, waste management services, CDM duties getting discharged. He'll look at all of them things. The site manager, the site manager's job is to execute the project manager's plan. So the project manager will sit up high and he'll plan this project out in full. Again, no matter the size, and the site manager's job becomes to deliver that plan. Now, same as how the chef and the restaurant owner work. The chef is there to serve the food using his team. He may use a sous chef, I think that's the word, his waiting staff. His goal is to get food on the table in line with the restaurant owner's plan. And likening that to the construction industry, the site manager's plan, the site manager's role is to deliver the project manager's plan using his team, using his subbies, using his tradesmen, using his suppliers, using all of the things that he's been given by the project manager to execute that project. Now, three things must be present for the site manager to be able to run that project. And these three things are the most important things that he must do and must plan around. First and foremost is the program. That's the most important thing for me as a former site manager and project manager. That is the key document, is the program. So with that program, he's going to be able to deliver the project within a period of time, an overarching period of time. So when we get the keys to when we hand it over. And then within that, there's all the little check-in milestones along the way. And then those check-in milestones might be Sparky's finishing on this day, plaster's finishing on this day. I need the paint to be delivered on this day. I need the kitchen to be delivered on this day. I need a skip on this day. I need these new guys coming in on this day. So the program is the number one key document for me. Then the budget. So the site manager is going to deliver it within a period. So that's his key thing, is to deliver it in a period of time. So he's got to look at the budget. He needs to know what the numbers are. He needs to know what his spend is. And if we're going to deviate from that spend, the site manager needs to have a process and a procedure in how to deviate from that spend if necessary. So let's say that the budget for this particular project is 20K, but he needs another 2 from somewhere. What's his approach? What is his procedure? What have you as the project manager asking that site manager to do? Is he going to try and shave 2K from somewhere else in order to bring it in budget? Or are you happy for him to go up to 22? There is no right or wrong. It's about having a procedure and having a process for that site manager to follow so that he's able to deliver that project within the plan. And lastly is the specification. They're in no particular order, by the way. They're just 3 key documents. The specification for that project. The site manager is there to ensure that the specification that the project manager has produced and agreed is delivered to that. So he's there to make sure that the kitchen goes in at the right standard of tiles going. And again, he's going to need an approach in the event of something going wrong, or let's say that you had specified a particular bathroom suite and the supplier lets you know at the last minute that it's out of stock or it's damaged or something something's gone wrong that means you can't install that bathroom suite. So you need to give your site manager, as the project manager, an approach and a procedure to what happens in the event of that coming about. Are we going to reschedule till that suite does come in, or are we going to fit something different? And what is it that we're going to be fitting different? A variation procedure as well. So anything that deviates away from that specification, anything that can't be installed from that specification, is going to, or extra to that specification, is going to need an approach and a system to be able to do so. So the three key things that the site manager is there to do, it's got three key roles, is to deliver it on time or ahead of time, of course, if that's possible. So on time, within budget. So it needs to know what spend is, what the number is, what's the figure is working to, and it needs to be done to the right standard. And that's where the specification comes in. So time, budget, standard and quality. All them three things, that's what makes a successful site manager, to be able to do them three things in accordance with the project manager's plan. Hope that was of value, and I hope I've answered your question.